If you've got a 100-watt solar panel lying around, or you're planning to build a solar setup on budget, you might be wondering, can it power a fridge? The short answer, it depends. The long answer, let's break it down with simple math, real-world examples, and a clear answer you can rely on. So first, let's figure out how much electricity a fridge actually uses. Now, all fridges are created equal. So if your fridge is rated at 150 watts, it doesn't mean it uses 150 watts all the time. It cycles, turning the compressor on and off throughout the day. A typical modern fridge might only run 8 hours to 12 hours out of 24 hours. Now let's talk solar. A 100-watt solar panel doesn't give you 100 watt all day. It depends on sunlight hours and conditions. So the ideal condition will be 5 hours per day, or 5 hours of sunlight per day, and that gives you 500 watt hours a day. But that's under perfect conditions: no shading, clean panel, optimal tilt. And this ideal condition is not always feasible, or perhaps it's not something that you get too often. So factoring everything in, you're realistically getting about 60 to 70% of panel rating. So the real output from a 100-watt solar panel is 300 to 400 watt hours a day. So let's test with a small 60-watt mini fridge that runs 8 hours a day. 60 watt multiplied by 8 hours will give you 480 watt hours a day. And your 100 watts panel in real world conditions gives you maybe 350 watt hours a day. That's not quite enough to run this fridge consistently. But wait, yes, with a battery buffer and very low consumption mini fridge, a 100-watt solar panel can work barely, but it's tight. So one important thing to chew on here: use a solar charge controller and a pure sine wave inverter to safely manage load and protect appliances. Now, let's try it with a regular full-size fridge. You need 1.5 kilowatt hours a day, and your panel can only produce 350 watt hours. So you're way off, and you need 4 times more energy than what the 100-watt solar panel gives you, meaning 400 watts to 500 watts worth of solar panels or solar setup, plus 150 ampere hour battery bank at minimum. So the verdict here is a 100-watt solar panel simply cannot power a full-size fridge. The numbers don't support it. Even with a large battery, it won't charge fast enough. So let's build a realistic solar setup for a 150 watt fridge. The energy requirement would be 1,500 watt hours a day, or 1.5 kilowatt hours a day. Assume solar panel efficiency of 70%, then we will need 428 watt hours of solar setup to power a full-size fridge reliably. And the battery requirement is 1.5 kilowatt hours from our energy requirement. So if we divide 1,500 watt hours by 12 volts, we get 125 ampere hours, approximately 150 ampere hours for a lithium battery. And if we want to go for the deep cycle battery, which has a depth of discharge of 0.5 or 50%, we need 300 ampere hour battery bank for deep cycle. So can a 100-watt solar panel power a fridge? The answer is only a small one, and only under ideal conditions. So it's technically possible, but not sustainable for long-term or full-day use. And here is the key takeaway: 100-watt solar, 350 watt hours a day, mini fridge, 400 to 500 watt hour a day, full-size fridge, 1,500 watt hours a day. So you would need 3 to 5 times more panel and a solid battery bank for anything bigger than a downsized fridge. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more practical solar energy tips. Have a setup you want reviewed or questions about going off grid? Drop a comment below. I reply to everyone. Thanks for watching. You want to see more videos like this? Subscribe to the channel and see you in the next one. Bye for now.